I was thinking, I know I mentioned in one of the main session videos about ads that we had done this summer kickoff ad a couple years ago. And I wanted to show it to you because I was thinking, let's take a look at that thing. It's one of those examples where we tried it, it did really well. So there's lots that you're going to do that don't do well, and that's okay. Test, 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 just keep trying. That year, this summer kickoff ad right here did really well, and you can even see it right here. We spent $166, 13,800 people saw it, 610 of them clicked it. So let's scroll over here. It ended up only costing us 27 cents per click. Click-through rate of 2.5%. So remember how we were looking at that one that was like 0.05, 0.11, right here's 0.12, 0.045, you know what I mean? 2.5, just like you can see here, if you can get above 1%, you're usually doing pretty well. So 2.5 is great. And we know, the other reason I know this one did really well is because we saw at least 100 or 150 more people show up. So of the 610 people that clicked on it, probably 100 to 150 of them actually showed up to our summer kickoff that day. Now, people saw it an average of 1.74 times. This is one of those things where if I'd been watching it closely when we did it, I'd have put more money into it. You know what I mean? If you can. You can't always do that. Sometimes your budget is $100 a month, and so you just got to be strategic like that. But also, if you do have a budget and you can spend money on it, one of the best things you can do is when an ad is working, put money into it. Pour gasoline on that fire. Because you, not too much, you don't put, let's say it was $50 was your max budget. Now you're like 500. Because if you do that, Facebook re-evaluates and kind of kick-starts the algorithm over again. And you don't want that because you could actually mess it up. But you could go from 50 to 75. I've heard most people say like don't increase it more than, I want to say it's like $15 a day or something like that. But you could do 50 to 60 and then the next day to 70, right? That's one of the best things you can do with Facebook because you're not usually going to be able to predict which ads do well. And so, look, cost per any click was 8 cents. I mean, that's just amazing. This movies ad actually did pretty well. Our series CCC at the movies that year, same number of clicks, more reach, right? More people saw it more frequently, 2.79 times. So it cost more, 68 cents per link, and we spent more, $450. But that's still a really good return on that investment. So I wanted to show you that. So, and there's a ton of ads in here. While we're here, let me speak real quick to boosting a post. That is probably most people's experience with Facebook ads is on your page when you make a post, you can boost it, and you can boost it to like people who like the page, their friends. I think you can even do like zip code type stuff now. My recommendation is boosting a post is probably only something you want to do if literally all you want to do is make sure everybody who likes your page sees it. Because normally if your page has 1,000 likes and you post something, 100, 120, 80 people will see it. If you want closer to 1,000 of those people to see it, boosting a post is fine for that. It's pretty cheap. It's fairly effective. Outside of that, you want to do real ads if you can. It's more complex, but you get a better return on your investment. Like your dollars are spent better by far creating a real ad than boosting a post. Even if you end up having a post and then an ad and they're basically the same thing, usually creating that as a real ad is going to get you more of a return than boosting a post. But if you do boost a post, they do show up in here. And you can look at the analytics for that too. Like see here, post, kids and students will upgrade to new age groups. So this was just like a reminder thing. Clearly it did super well with 1 post engagement and 16 people reached. And I think probably part of that is, I bet we uploaded a custom audience of parents of kids that were, kids were moving up to kindergarten or 6th grade, like one of the big transitions. So the list was small, that we could advertise to. And so that's probably why that's small. But if you keep scrolling, here's another post. Sunday after services, we're grilling hot dogs. 255 people saw it. And that would be, that's a boosted post. Somebody hit boost on that, hoping more people would see it.